Hey guys, so I have watercolor and I wanted to show you that you can put Copic markers over top of watercolor. For the longest time I did not know that. I actually learned that little bit of information from another artist, I believe on YouTube, and that's pretty awesome because you can brighten or liven up something. I mean, look at that, totally changed it. I didn't really like the color of that, and now I really like it. So you can go in and just do one coat to change the color if you'd like, or you could just color over the whole thing, you know, maybe add a little more interest. Now, I'm not the best watercolor artist, but I like that I can go back in with these Copics and just kind of mess around with it, liven it up. You know? So I just thought, hey, how cool is that? The other reason I am actually making this video tonight, you'll laugh at this, is because I just got a holder for my phone. Yes, I've been recording with my iPhone, and hopefully my videos will get a little better now, because I was realizing that half of my video, the last ones I did, were totally cut off. How silly is that? I apologize for that, by the way, but I just left them anyway. So if you like my coloring, if you like these doodles and coloring and such, you can go to my website, wendis.com, if you like. I do have coloring books for sale. They're all my original drawings. It's called Color Me Calm. It's also available in my Etsy store. And you can use them to color on. They are basically for, I will say they are for colored pencil. They really are not for Copics or anything like that, because the paper that they're on is just plain paper. So feel free to trace them onto some watercolor paper or some nice thick cardstock or whatever you have. If you would like to play around with your Copics and your watercolors, feel free to do that. If you've purchased one, I have no problem with you doing that, as long as you do not take your watercolors that you've traced and then turn around and sell them. And also, if you do repost something that I drew that you traced, if you would please just give me a mention so that I get credit for the actual drawing, that would be appreciated. That's a whole nother topic, but I do take copyright seriously. I am totally happy to let you practice with my stuff, but you know, if you're gonna sell it or something, I do want to be recognized. So this is just kind of a coloring video, I guess you would call it. And you can stay and watch, or if you don't want to, that's cool too, I get it. I actually just got going, got rambling, and I'm realizing now that I'm just coloring. But if you're still with me, thanks for sticking around. And if you'd please subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it. I think we kind of covered this prior, but if you have not watched that video, I will say that when I color in Copics, I tend to do 3 of the similar color family Copic markers. I tend to use, I guess, odd numbers, but sometimes even. And what I do is I try to pick numbers that are not right next to each other. So for instance, right now, the pinks that I'm using are RV02, RV06, and RV09. So they're all RV, red violets, and they're all 0 numbers, because there are, you know, straight numbers and then there's the 0 numbers. You have to get into Copics to kind of understand what I'm saying. So I go light, medium, dark, and then I go back over them, starting with medium tone. I blend out the edges, and I'm doing this really fast, so I apologize, it's a little messy. But I just kind of go over the middle area, and then I'm going to take my light one, sorry for all the snapping noises, and just kind of go over the edges here and blend those out a little bit. So you just build up your colors, and you want to make sure you don't go all the way to the edge. You want to keep some of that lightest light. So there you have it. And if you want to stick it out, I'm just going to quick color in this petal, or not petal, leaf. So you could do this with your watercolors, like you said. You could do, I think you can actually blend these with some other kinds of markers. I would not suggest blending the Copic markers with other alcohol-based markers. I would not suggest doing that, because you could probably really smear your colors around. So water-based ones underneath, and then the Copic on top. And this is going to be just a little bit different, of course, than the other leaves, because the other leaves had the watercolor and this one doesn't. You might be able to really tell the difference. I don't know if you can or not. I can't really. So the only part of this that is still watercolor is this purple flower, and I think I'm going to grab some purple markers and go over it, because that sounds like fun to me. But I'm already at 8 minutes, so I'm going to cut this video off, and I'll stick the picture of the purple one on the end. Thanks for watching.